Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
To see all of you. Happy Friday.
That job would not maybe have been open to her.
No, I understand. I just wanted to clarify.
But she said something yesterday that really pissed.
Known for her witty repartee and fast wit, Whoopi Goldberg might have met her match this time. During a contentious conversation on Asterisk, The View Asterisk, political expert Karoline Leavitt unexpectedly turned the tables on Whoopi, leaving the audience in disbelief and social media ablaze with enthusiasm. What began as an apparently routine conversation swiftly became heated, and rather than retreating, Leavitt responded with a daring rejoinder that took everyone by surprise. The tension in the room was palpable, and even the always calm Joy Behar seemed momentarily surprised. What precisely occurred then, and why is this being referred to as the moment Whoopi lost control? A mainstay of daytime television for many years, Asterisk, The View Asterisk is renowned for its lively debates on politics and society. The show, which is hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, frequently involves candid conversations, particularly when conservative guests are on the hot seat. Usually putting up a united front, the panel, which also includes co-host Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin, strongly defends progressive ideas while criticizing those of the opposition. Viewers have, however, started to examine the dynamics more carefully in recent years, wondering if the program encourages free speech or stifles those who disagree with its viewpoint. Particularly following viral altercations with conservative individuals, such as political analysts and former Trump officials, the idea that right-leaning guests are set up to fail, bombarded with fast-paced questions and interrupted before they can completely respond, has gained popularity. Presenting Karoline Leavitt, a rising conservative figure renowned for her self-assured and forceful style of debate. No one could have anticipated how different this encounter would be, but Leavitt arrived at Asterisk, The View Asterisk, expecting a difficult exchange. Leavitt took over the conversation instead of being marginalized, which clearly unnerved Whoopi and the rest of the audience. This was not another case of a conservative visitor being overpowered. Rather, it was a moment in which Leavitt asserted his authority in a way that changed the dynamic and made a lasting effect.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate...
Well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
At the beginning, Asterisk, The View Asterisk proceeded as usual. Smug laughs, well-coordinated nods, and the confident attitude that comes with controlling the discourse. Whoopi Goldberg took the lead as usual, combining her trademark sarcasm with a strong presence. Soon, the topic of conversation shifted to wokeness, one of the show's favorite buzzwords. Smiling, Whoopi leaned back in her chair, looked directly at political analyst Karoline Leavitt, and delivered what she obviously believed would be a game-changing blow. If you weren't woke, you wouldn't even have this job. It was an attempt to discredit Leavitt's career by implying that her accomplishments were more attributable to the progressive ideals she frequently opposes than to her own skill or diligence. The vibe in the studio shifted for a brief moment. The normal hearty laughing was obviously absent, and even the audience, which typically cheers on Whoopi's quips, seemed to hesitate. Joy Behar, who typically steps in to assist Whoopi, obviously stumbled, understanding the weight of what had just been stated. This was more than just a scathing remark. It was an outright attempt to minimize Leavitt's achievements, intelligence, and work ethic in the hopes that the discussion would go on as usual. However, Whoopi was unaware of what was going to happen. Leavitt was not going to tolerate the disrespect. A sudden change in power ensued as Leavitt's answer took charge of the situation in a way that nobody could have predicted.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
This is the first time that she's been she may be, but my point is that job would not maybe have been open to her.
No, I understand. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah. I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to.
There was a strange hush in the studio, as though everyone was holding their breath. Whoopi Goldberg leaned back, sure that her punch had struck home, anticipating Karoline Leavitt's defensive response or a nervous fumble. Leavitt, however, did not recoil. Instead, she calmly looked into Whoopi's eyes and answered with poised assurance rather than rage. That's precisely the issue with this show, Leavitt stated in a firm and steady voice. You don't write individuals like myself off based on our words. We contradict your story, so you do it. The room appeared to move. A few startled gasps and whispers broke the tight atmosphere. Whoopi's signature smile dimmed, and she lost control of the conversation for the first time. Usually eager to lend Whoopi a hand, Joy Behar looked down, suddenly uncertain of what to do. The panel was put on the defensive since they were so used to establishing the tone and directing the conversation. But Leavitt wasn't looking for validation or approval. Rather, she gently stated the issue. Instead of being heard, opposing views were ignored in asterisk, the view asterisk, which had turned into an echo chamber. It was now a place where only particular narratives were permitted to flourish rather than a venue for meaningful discussion. At the smallest cue, the audience would normally leap at the opportunity to applaud, but this time they hesitated. A few clapped out of habit, but it was a lackluster clapping, far from the thunderous cheers that are customary. And Whoopi, who is renowned for her incisive retorts, had none for once. They had reversed the script. Asterisk, the view asterisk no longer felt invincible at that precise time. The program, so used to controlling the story, found itself in a precarious position.
In this clip, I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch.
What was supposed to be simply another intense argument on asterisk, the view asterisk between Karoline Leavitt and Whoopi Goldberg took a surprising turn. When Whoopi's attempt to quiet Leavitt failed, it exposed what opponents have been saying for years. Asterisk, the view asterisk is a setup, not a place for real conversation. Even some who disagreed with Leavitt acknowledged that Whoopi's remark about wokeness came across as more condescending than perceptive, and social media erupted. This brings up a crucial query. Is asterisk, the view asterisk becoming less credible? The program, which was formerly renowned for its passionate discussions, now seems more like an echo chamber where different points of view are only accepted for ridicule. Such incidents have the potential to harm the program's ratings and reputation, particularly at a time when viewers are more conscious than ever of media bias. Is asterisk, the view asterisk merely another takedown platform, or is it still a forum for discussion? Leave a comment below with your opinions. Additionally, please remember to hit the notification bell, like, and subscribe if you like content that analyzes significant media moments.